Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think about healthcare workers in this moment, because when somebody comes in sick with COVID, they don't like say, well, are you a Republican? Are you a Democrat? And depending on that, like then you get treated. They don't say, are you a masker or anti-masker? Now, you probably have to wear the mask to be in the medical place to get treated. They don't ask you if you support our mayor or our governor or our president to be able to get care. They've taken a Hippocratic oath to care for you, no matter who you are. And I'm sure sometimes that's hard. They just do their best to bring everyone back to a state of physical health. Now, we do the same thing at Sycamore Creek, but we do it broader than just physical health, trying to do it with spiritual health. We do our best to show God's compassion to everybody. And we don't get it right all the time. In fact, more times than I'd like to admit, we don't get it right. More times than I'd like to admit, I don't get it right. We all fail at this. But we are seeking as a church, by God's grace, to bring a spiritual, a physical, an emotional, a relational, a financial, a racial healing to the people that we come in contact with, whether we come in contact with you here in our video, whether we come in contact with you out on the street, in the store, whatever it is. Now, today we have an opportunity to bless and pray for the healthcare workers in our church and community. And originally, this was something that we had in this service, and we were going to do it at the very beginning, but we felt like it fit with this idea of compassion.
Yeah.
Because our healthcare workers have been showing us what compassion looks like. By my count, we've got about 20 people who are connected to our church, who are in the healthcare system of some way, some like right on the front line, some in the background. And if you're one of these people, I'm sure that I've missed some of you, but I did ask Facebook friends, like who are people as well. So if I missed somebody, please put them in the comment section. Please let us know. And we want to encourage you, if you're on this list or if you're a healthcare worker, to join a Zoom room. We were going to give you a blessing here in just a moment. Okay. It's sycamorecreekchurch.org/blessing. And I see that Gretchen has put that in the comment section. So you can follow that link. It'll open up a Zoom room, and you're going to be here on the screen in just a moment. Okay. So here are the people that are in our church that are in healthcare. Sabrina Appo, Tara Cornwell, Paula Gardner, Ashley Holman, Marilyn Menino, Amanda McCord, Teresa Miller. Teresa was at both of the deliveries of both of my boys.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Both of my kids, she was there.
You can't schedule that. Like, actually, my firstborn, it was 4 nursing shifts. That's how long Micah took to come into the world. And then Teresa showed up.
When I had CJ, she said, don't wait for me. And then she got there in the morning and she said, I said, don't wait.
Yeah. Francine Rasmussen worked in delivery as well, or mother and baby. Bonnie Raymond. Amanda Shoemaker is my doctor, and she was delivered both of our kids. Matthew Swan Badgerow, Bob and Elvia Trout, Christina Williams, Jeria Wilson, and Ben and Miko Wooden. So if you are one of those people, or if you are, we missed you on that list, jump in this Zoom room, okay? So during stormy times of uncertainty, these people are a physical representation of God's grace to us. And our Potterville worship leader, Kevin Fitton, has worked up today for us an old hymn. It's about finding that peace amidst the storminess of life. It is well with my soul. So while you're listening or singing at home to that, we want you, again, if you're a health care worker, to join in that Zoom room, and we will get you in just a minute. All right?
Yeah, and in the chat, just, you can take this time to write a prayer or a blessing to the healthcare workers in the chat as people are entering into the Zoom room.
All right. Let's check out Kevin.
My way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say, it is well, it is well. My soul, It is well, it is well with my soul, with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. No Satan should buffet, though trial should come. Let this blessed assurance control that Christ has regarded my helpless state and has shed his own blood for my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul, with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. My sin, all the bliss of this glorious thought. My sin, not in part, but the whole is nailed to the cross, and I bear it no more. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, oh my soul. It is well with my soul, with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. And Lord, hasten day when my faith shall be sight. The clouds be rolled back as a scroll. The drum shall resound, and the Lord shall descend. Even so, it is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul, with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul, with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. Amen.
It is well with my soul. And wow, look at all of these folks here on the screen. It is well with our bodies, in large part because of these folks here. You can still join us in the Zoom room, sycamorecreekchurch.org/blessing.
So exciting to see all their beautiful faces.
Yeah, we've got a lot of nurses, we've got techs, we've got massage therapists, we've got babies, and we got hospital chaplains and public health officials. We got everybody in here. It's exciting. So friends, we've written a blessing for you that's based on the Beatitudes. And so folks as well, we want to encourage you to write a blessing or a prayer in the comments section. And friends, be blessed by this. Blessed are the poorly supported healthcare workers, sometimes lacking enough staff, plenty of personal protective equipment, or a supportive political climate. For theirs is not just the kingdom of health, but you are doing the work of kingdom of heaven.
Blessed are the doctors who mourn openly or privately, inwardly or outwardly, with tears or words, so their patients may be comforted by their care.
Blessed are the techs and supportive staff who meekly show up behind the scenes, for they will inherit the scanners and databases that make healthcare work.
Blessed are the healthcare workers who go hungry because they worked through their lunch hour, or only had time to get something from the vending machine, or couldn't take off their PPE long enough to eat, for they will be fed with food beyond bread.
Blessed are the physical therapists who show mercy to our aches and pains, for they will be shown mercy as their hands and backs and hearts ache with pain.
Blessed are the nurses, pure in heart, while working in infected ward, for in their sacrifice they see the purity of God's heart.
Blessed are the community health workers seeking to make peace when COVID regulations became politicized, for they will be called children of God, the great maker of peace.
Blessed are those healthcare workers who contracted COVID because of their constancy, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Blessed are you when your patients or media or politicians persecute you and falsely say all kinds of evil against you, or fake news or conspiracy theories, because you are seeking to show the compassion of Jesus in your care.
Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven. For there have always been stubborn, stiff-necked people who won't take any advice from a nurse, doctor, or anyone.
And all who agreed with that said, or snapped, or typed, or tweeted, amen.
Amen.
Friends, we are so grateful for you. Thank you so much for the ways you bless us with caring for our health. Be well. Continue to do good.